What's up, everybody? It's Mover, and don't want to keep you guys waiting on the thumbnail. You know, I don't like the clickbait stuff. So, yesterday, my oldest dog, Sniper, was diagnosed with a pulmonary carcinoma. They found it's a 5 centimeter tumor in his lungs, and we're talking about treatment options right now. Probably going to have to do surgery. It's pretty big surgery, especially at his age. He's 11, be 12 in June. And they think it hasn't spread anywhere else. They think it's just that one spot. The oncologist believes that they can remove it with surgery, but obviously we're weighing the options just based on his age. And he's in good health. I mean, the only reason we found it was because he had a kind of a nagging, persistent cough, like in the middle of the night, and they had listened to his lungs, done tests, couldn't find anything. They said the next step is to do an X-ray, and he just so happened to hurt his shoulder. So we said, hey, let's do an X-ray, and shoulder was fine. He's back walking, no problem, but they found the mass there. So with that said, obviously doing videos takes a lot of creative energy, and right now I just don't have it. Sniper's been a big part of my life for the almost 12 years that I've had him, and it's just it's a tough time right now. So next week I've got to go do TDY stuff for the military. I'll be out for a week, so I was going to have to preload all the videos this weekend and do everything, and then the following week is probably when we'll do surgery for him. So with that said, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take probably, I mean, for sure next week, probably the week after. So it'll probably be 2 or 3 weeks before you see a new video on the channel. Unless something changes, I don't know. I mean, I can say that, and then next week I'm uploading. But stuff like Mover Ruins movies and all that stuff, it just, I mean, it's not, the quality's not going to be there being distracted like this. So I'm going to use the time. The new book for Alex Shepard is the first round of line edits just came back, and I've got a whole bunch of work to do, fixing all the stuff that the editor came back with. So I'm going to use that time to kind of focus on that and spend some time with Sniper when I get back and getting him through the surgery, and hopefully having good news that everything's okay. I may do some stuff on the other channel, Life with Mover. I'm really backed up on videos for that. So, there's some Luna videos like back when she broke her paw that I still wanted to upload and stuff, and her training and stuff. But just for now, for the channel, I'm just going to take some time off and let we talked about the analytics and stuff like that. Let that reset, let everything get back to normal, and hopefully we'll be back off to the races. Update on the show, does not look like we're going to reach our goal by next week. Did add a $1 perk, so if you want to support that way, go ahead. But at $30,000, we needed 100,000 would have given us some kind of production, but we needed probably that 50 to 60 just to have the ability to do the aircraft stuff. So I will make a separate video when I get back on kind of what the final result was and what the way forward is if we're unsuccessful in raising the funds. So anyway, wish I had better news for the channel, for everything, really. Just sucks. But before I go, we'll do another Mover mailbag. I've got stuff that I need to open and questions to answer. So let's get to the Mover mailbag. All right, so this comes from Jordy. Hey Mover, my name is Jordy, and this is so weird, but I turned on some new trailers for movies the other night after work. As I started cooking dinner, I heard some guy tearing up the new Top Gun movie. I wouldn't say it was tearing up the new Top Gun movie, but okay. I was listening to videos in the background until I heard you bring up your rescue puppies and kidney health. At this point, I walk into my living room wondering who this is. Being that I am a rescue mom and suffer from kidney complications myself, my health conditions led me into my medical career in physiology and cardiac care. I've worked in trauma surgery and stress testing. I cannot pretend to know a thing about flying, but I love flying to Orlando and New Orleans with my friends so often, as often as I can. was born in a mechanic family and we were taught to drive and fix our cars. I love my manual Pontiac GT and also love boating. I am so sorry for writing you a small novel, but I just had to reach out after having you show up in my living room. Also having strange similarities in life. Found this address in your Top Gun. I'd love to hear more. P.S. My best friend's husband is a fighter pilot, and they live in Dallas. He is now a commercial pilot and flies helicopters too. Best wishes, Jordy. And here's a picture of Jordy and her puppy. Cool. Thanks, Jordy. That's really cool. Yeah, so it's amazing how similar people are, you know, just worldwide. You know, it's funny how everybody's stories kind of interconnect and stuff like that. But thanks for the letter, and that's a good-looking dog you got there. All right, this one comes from Kevin. Dear Mr. Lemoyne, before I say anything, I would like to express my appreciation for what you do. Not only do you serve as an amazing source of inspiration for joining the military, but you also provide excellent career advice regarding military aviation. Furthermore, the manner in which you present your content is nothing short of exceptional, being both educational and easy to comprehend without a single dull moment. I understand you appreciate receiving a proper letter when being contacted by a fan. However, my penmanship leaves much to be desired. I don't need a proper letter. The reason I'm writing you today to ask your opinion on one of the steps I'd like to take in order to serve as a pilot. Ever since I discovered the gloriousness of the Military History Channel in first grade, I always knew I wanted to be a pilot. Now I'm a sophomore in high school. Time has come to take more serious steps to ensure my dreams. While viewing the videos you've made regarding the pros and cons of the Air Force Academy, I came to realize that what I was doing now to ensure I earned the spot there was pathetic, to say the least. Last Sunday, my uncle, a retired guardsman, visited my family's house and stayed for a few hours to talk and catch up over a nice brunch. When I mentioned my desire to fly for my country, recommended I join the Civil Air Patrol's Youth Division. This having been the first time that I heard of it, and it's been gone unmentioned your career advice Road to Wings playlist, not in fault to your own. I'd like to inquire your opinion regarding Civil Air Patrol and what you recommend that I do. Actually, we have talked about the Civil Air Patrol many times here, and I do recommend it. I think it's a great outlet. From what I gathered, he talks about the history of the Civil Air Patrol. Provides aeronautical education and leadership. My understanding, at least, is the Civil Air Patrol will serve as a similar role as JROTC, albeit with a lower minimum age and being oriented for prospective pilots. My uncle said, administrator treats cadet in a manner similar to the paramilitary member, whereby I would treat as if I were in the military but still a civilian. The one thing former and current Civil Air Patrol cadets do agree on, however, is that self-paced nature of Civil Air Patrol means you get what you put in, something which I am willing to dedicate effort to. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have an excellent day. Yep, I agree with you. I don't know if that was a question, but I definitely agree. Civil Air Patrol is a great thing. You can even, you know, at your age, they have the ability to help you get your private pilot's license. And you get time as a mission observer, like a TFO type, and then you can upgrade to being a pilot, a mission pilot, and stuff like that. So absolutely, I highly recommend the Civil Air Patrol. I've actually done an interview on the Civil Air Patrol's weekly podcast, monthly podcast, and it was a great time. You know, those dudes are, you know, I think what they do is great, and I think it's a great way to boost your resume, but also get some experience and kind of learn some of the stuff in the military while you're in high school. So thanks for the letter. And this next one comes from, I don't know, doesn't say. Hope it's not ISIS. All right, dear mover, love the show. Would love to do a pin for you. This is my first jet and thought you may like it. Tomcats. Stay safe, Mark. Oh, cool. Bladder's custom pins. He makes Tomcat pins. That's awesome. Tomcats. www.bladderscustompins.com. Cool. Well, thank you, everyone, for the mail. Let's take a look at your emails. Okay, so this comes from, man, I'm going to butcher this. Naud? I'm sorry. I should know better. I should do better. But hi, mover. My name is Naud. I am super interested in becoming a fighter pilot in the Air Force Reserves or Guard unit. The only downsides for me are I am a first-generation immigrant to the United States. Welcome. And I'm still waiting for 5 years required time until I can apply to get my citizenship. Only a year to go. The second one is I'm working on a bachelor's degree in computer science and minoring in math. I already have my associates in both computer science and math. My questions are, do you think me being an immigrant significantly affects my chances of getting in? Do you know of any first-generation immigrants that fly a fighter? I currently don't have enough money saved up to get my PPL. Do you think it'd be wise to spend some money and get a controller and VR headsets to practice on DCS? If so, can you recommend any? Thank you for your time. P.S. It's okay if you can't name the pilots. I know the emphasis you put on privacy and security from blurring out the senders on the mover mailbag. P.S. Make them tell you no. I follow this mindset both in school and on my journey to become a fighter pilot. So to answer your questions, I can't think of any first-generation immigrants. Not to say that it's impossible. It's just I don't personally know any. But you need to be a U.S. citizen, and once you get that, I mean, I don't think as long as your application is strong, I don't think it matters. If you're thinking Guard Reserve, instead of spending money on VR and a computer system and DCS and all that stuff, I would take the money and get flight time. Like I would go and at least log, for the amount of money that you're going to spend on a decent system to run DCS, you could easily get 6 to 9 hours in a Cessna 150. I mean, that's what I would do. Because that looks good on your resume. DCS will do nothing for you on your resume. And the thing about DCS, it's a great game, but the military is going to teach you everything you need to know, and I don't want you to get bad habits necessarily. I'd rather you go get instruction and learn the right way to do stuff. So that's my recommendation. Because you're talking, with the way graphics cards are, you're talking a couple grand for just the card. Another grand or so for the computer, $1,000 for controllers and stuff. You're talking, $5,000 by the time you're all done, which, I mean, that's almost, that probably will get you close to solo, depending on how you do for that. And that will help you with your PCSM score as well, just having some flight time. So that's my recommendation. But anyway, I agree with you. Make them tell you no. I think you got a good shot. Is your GPA high, do well on the AFOQT, and do well on the TBAS. Thank you for the email. Good luck. All right, next one comes from Clint. Good day, Mova. I'm in Perth, Western Australia. I've pretty much been watching you from when you started. Might have missed a couple. It's all good stuff. Oh yeah, hey, happy anniversary. Today is the 3-year anniversary since the first vlog I ever did. So 3 years, 310,000 subscribers, and it all started with buying a car. Crazy. I reckon it's a great decision moving back into your office study a while back and having the memorabilia in the background rather than that colored wall background you had running for a bit. I actually didn't move. I just took down the green screen. On that, did you get that YouTube plaque from YouTube, and what does it represent? Yeah, that's the 100,000 subscribers. Oh, you can't see it on the thing. It's a 100,000 subscribers plaque. That's what you get. It's the silver play button. If you hit 1 million, you get a gold one. And on the other side of the window, is that your wings from a certain time period? There's a bad shield with wings. What does that mean? I was just wondering the other day. Anya Kaba. I'll be watching for the answers, Skokie. Let's see. So behind me is the Distinguished Graduate plaque from pilot training. But thanks for the email. We do like Australia. I need to go there sometime. It'd be fun. All right, this comes from Chris. You're not showing up my feed. Is this why? Hey brother, thanks for your service and the great YouTube content. I too have not been seeing you in my feed lately. I almost thought you stopped uploading. I just clicked on your channel, my subscriptions, and pulled up your videos. Call me crazy because I'm just stabbing in the dark. I have no real proof other than my gut instinct. But is it just me, or are the videos that are marketed as fundraiser being suppressed? I'm looking back at the videos that YouTube says I've seen, and lately they are all non-fundraiser videos. I don't know if this is a clue or coincidence, but I thought I'd share. Mustang, this is Maverick. MiG-2 is headed home. See you on YouTube, brother. Respectfully, Chris. That's a possibility. That's a tough question, though, because obviously I want to raise money for Folds of Honor, but it's hard to raise money for Folds of Honor if the videos aren't being seen. So I don't know the answer. The YouTube algorithm is a strange cat. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do, but hopefully with this break, take a couple weeks off, maybe come back, resets everything. Who knows? All right. So this is from Jacob, or this is from Jack. Hi, Mover. I want to start off by saying thank you for continued service to the United States and for your amazing channel. I'm a sophomore in high school and I've been extremely interested in being a fighter pilot since I saw the blues at my cousin's Naval Academy graduation in 2008. I have taken much of your advice and I've been doing much of my own research for becoming a fighter pilot, but cannot find the info on one thing: Interservice Transfers. While I would love to fly in the Navy, the more I look into things, I think the most suitable route would be to go through college to get an engineering degree, then apply to the Guard Reserve. My question would be, after flying in the Guard Reserve Squadron for however long, would it be possible to then transfer to the Navy and be guaranteed a pilot slot? If so, would I be able to, in addition, be a part of a non-reserve squadron, unlike how you were in 204, and actually have the chance to get deployed and fly off the boat? Thanks, Jack. You don't want to do that. from experience, there's a reason most people go from the Navy to the Air Force. Going from Air Force to Navy is such a rare thing, and the Navy doesn't really know how to deal with it. Squadrons don't know how to deal with it, and the squadrons are very tight-knit, and they don't like outsiders from the Air Force. It's not a very good career move. I don't recommend it. I would not tell anybody to do that. You need to focus on what's in front of you. Focus on getting your pilot slot, and focus on being the best in whatever squadron / airframe that you get. Don't worry about transferring to the Navy and flying off the boat. Just focus on one thing. You could do active duty and do an exchange tour with the Navy. That is an option. I don't know if they deploy off the boat though. They do fly off the boat, but I don't know if they actually deploy off the boat as Air Force exchange guys. I just don't know, but I don't recommend doing that. Just don't do it. That's just me. Thanks for the email though. All right, well, that'll do it for today's Mover Mailbag. God, I can't believe it's been 3 years. Wow, 3-year anniversary. Giddy up. So I forgot our anniversary. I'm sorry, but yeah. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Just stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I'll make announcements, stuff. The Lemoyne Dogs Instagram has got all the stuff for Sniper's progress and what's going to go on with him. But I'll upload some stuff to the Life with Mover channel when we come back, and then come back here with other stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.